Hello everyone, welcome to edupediaworld.com and thanks for watching Edupedia World videos. This is Vikas Patil. This is the 6th chapter of grade 9, the plate tectonic theory. In this session, we are going to try and achieve the following objectives. List the observations on the east coast of Asia. Phenomena occurring at the subduction zone with the help of a diagram. Before we begin our exploration about subduction, let us look at some of the common misconceptions regarding the process of subduction. First, some people believe that all magma that erupts from volcanoes comes from mantle. Some people think the seafloor is pretty flat. After the theory of seafloor spreading, there were some questions which were popping up in the heads of the scientists. The question was, if there is constant eruption of magma at the mid-Atlantic ridge, and if there is constant formation of new crust, what happens to the old crust? Why does the amount of lava coming out and forming crust not reduce? Well, if new crust continues to form, then the size of the earth should increase. And if this magma is coming out from the interior of the earth since more than 200 million years now, then the magma should reduce in the interior of the earth. While trying to answer these questions, some critical observations were made in the east coast of Asia. It was found that the sea near the east coast of Asia, to be specific China, was very deep, like Yellow Sea, South China Sea and the East China Sea. Another observation was that there is a chain of volcanic islands running parallel to the east coast of Eurasia. For example, the Aleutian Islands, the Japan Island, the Philippines. It was also noticed that the volcanic activity on these places were very different than the volcanic activities at the mid-Atlantic ridge. Here, the volcanoes were very intense, explosive, and the lava which erupts from the volcanoes at these places was very different from the lava that erupts from the mid-Atlantic ridge. Also, there were frequent earthquakes in this region, unlike the mid-Atlantic ridge. Japan gets at least 2 earthquakes every day. The scientists were able to come to a conclusion that as Eurasia is pushed away from mid-Atlantic ridge, it is pressing against the Pacific plate. Pacific plate is the plate which makes up the floor of the Pacific Ocean. As these two plates collide, one plate subducts under the other. The constant rubbing of both the plates melts some rocks, which results in the formation of magma. And it is this magma which erupts out, forming the islands. This process is known as subduction. If you look at this diagram, you can observe that at the mid-Atlantic ridge, the continents are pushed away from each other, which is causing the sea floor to spread. But this continent is colliding with another continent on the other side. Since two tectonic plates are colliding, the heavier one subducts beneath the other plate. As the plate subducts under the other plate, it causes a lot of friction and heat. This melts the rocks present at the edges. This melting of crust causes formation of magma. This magma erupts and forms islands or volcanic mountains. The remaining part of the crust melts and forms part of mantle again. So, as more and more magma comes out from the mid-Atlantic ridge, more and more magma goes back to the mantle at the subduction zone. One more thing to notice is that as these plates collide, the crust bends down at the collision. This is what gives rise to deep sea trenches. Deep ocean trenches are basically deep valleys along the ocean floor through which oceanic crust slowly sinks towards the mantle. So at the deep ocean trenches, subduction allows part of the ocean floor to sink back into the mantle over tens of millions of years. This was all for this session. In the next session,